Hello there, I'm Raisin. At 32, I'm living the dream in a mansion that looks like it stepped right off the pages of a glossy magazine. I'm thriving as a fashion designer, married to Michael, my handsome 40-year-old husband, who is often away fulfilling his role as a high-profile ambassador. But the real star of the show? That would be our little angel, Malika. She's only 10 months old, but she already runs the household. Elena, could you grab Malika's favorite teddy? I swear she knows when it's missing. I call out to my nanny while balancing fabric swatches in one hand and participating in a conference call on the other. Elena, bless her, pops her head in and says, "Already ahead of you, Risen." Little Miss has it in her crib. Just then, my phone buzzes. It's Samantha, my best friend and partner in the fashion world. "Hey, girl, you free for coffee? I've got some juicy gossip," she says. "Sam, you're a lifesaver." "Come over in an hour. I'm drowning in silk samples," I respond. Just as I hang up, the doorbell rings. "Wonderful, it's Vanessa, my sister-in-law from hell." "Risen, darling," she exclaims, greeting me with exaggerated air kisses. "This place looks quaint. Have you thought about redecorating?" I bite my tongue and force a smile. "Thanks for the suggestion, Vanessa. How's Tom?" Her face tightens. "Oh, busy with work." "Yeah, sure. Busy accumulating gambling debts, I think, but I keep it civil. Send him our love," I say as she leaves. I collapse onto the sofa, exhaling. "Elena, remind me why I put up with her?" I ask. She chuckles and replies, "Family, Miss Risen. Can't live with them, can't ship them off to Siberia." The rest of the day is a whirlwind of sketches, phone calls, and baby giggles. As night falls, I find myself scrolling through a food delivery app. "Sam, you staying for dinner?" "I'm thinking Thai." "Count me in, but no peanuts this time." "Last order was a disaster," she laughs. I place the order, making sure it's a peanut-free zone tonight. As I hit confirm, a wave of contentment washes over me. My career is flourishing. I have the best kid in the world and a support system that rocks. Sure, Michael's away and Vanessa can be a nightmare, but life is good. If only I knew what was coming next. But that's a story for another day. For now, I'm just going to enjoy this moment of peace before my food arrives. Little did I know that delivery was about to change everything. The doorbell rings and my mouth waters at the thought of pad thai. "I've got it, Elena." I call, heading to the door. "Hey there." The delivery guy greets me with a smile that seems just a little off. I brush it aside, too hungry to care. "Thanks," I reply, fumbling for my wallet. "Just give me a sec to sign this." As I scribble my signature, I hear a faint thud from upstairs. Probably just Elena dropping something, I think. "All set," I say, handing back the receipt. "Have a good night." I'm about to dig into the food when I realize something odd. I haven't heard Malika in a while. Usually she's fussing by now, ready for her evening bottle. "Elena?" I call, heading upstairs. No response. My heart starts racing. I push open the nursery door, and my world falls apart. Elena is on the floor, unconscious, and Malika is gone. No. I mutter, frantically searching the room. This can't be happening. This has to be a nightmare. I grab my phone with shaking hands and dial 911. My baby's been taken." I sob into the phone. Everything after that is a blur. Police swarming the house, reporters camped outside, and me, answering the same questions over and over, my voice hollow. "Mrs. Risen." A stern-looking woman approaches me. "I'm Detective Sarah Rodriguez. Can you walk me through what happened?" I recount the events, feeling like a broken record. The delivery, the silence, finding Elena. "And you didn't notice anything suspicious about the delivery man?" She probes. I don't know. Maybe?" He seemed a little nervous. Detective Rodriguez's eyes narrow. "We need a detailed description. This seems very targeted." The word hits me like a punch to the gut. Targeted? Who would want to hurt my baby? My phone buzzes. It's Michael. "Risen, what's going on?" "I'm seeing reports." "Michael?" My voice catches. "Malika's gone. Someone took her. You need to come home." "I'm on the next flight," he says, his voice tight with worry and anger. As the night wears on, my mind races. Who could have done this? Why? The house is in chaos, with police combing every inch for clues. Samantha arrives, pushing past the reporters outside. "Risen, oh my God," she gasps. pulling me into a tight hug. I don't understand, I whisper, clinging to her. Who would do this? Detective Rodriguez approaches again. Mrs. Risen, does anyone have a grudge against your family? Any threats recently? I shake my head, then pause. Well, there's my sister-in-law, Vanessa, but she wouldn't. She's family. The detective makes a note. We'll look into everyone. No stone unturned. As dawn breaks, I sit in Malika's nursery, clutching her favorite teddy bear. The house is quiet now, most of the police gone. But the nightmare is far from over. I look at Malika's empty crib, fierce determination settling over me. I'll find you, baby, I whisper. No matter what it takes. It's been 5 days since Malika was taken. 5 days of hell. The police are working around the clock, but it's not enough. I need more. Marcus, I don't care what it costs. Find something the police miss, I say, pacing my living room. The grizzled PI nods. I'm on it, Mrs. Risen. I've got some contacts the cops don't. Days blur together, and I'm running on coffee and desperation when Marcus calls. I've got something. The delivery guy, Jake, he's connected to your brother-in-law, Tom. They were cellmates. My blood runs cold. No, it can't be. I storm over to Tom and Vanessa's place, Michael right behind me. Where is she? I demand, bursting through the door. Vanessa looks shocked. Risen, what are you talking about? Don't play dumb, Michael growls. We know about Tom's connection to Jake. Tom pales. That was years ago. I've got nothing to do with this. But something's off. They're too nervous, too defensive. As we argue, Vanessa slips up. We didn't hurt her. Jake was just supposed to. She clamps a hand over her mouth, realizing her mistake. Michael loses it. You were behind this? Your own niece? As they try to backpedal, I'm already dialing Detective Rodriguez. This nightmare has just gotten worse. Meanwhile, across town, Jake is falling apart. Lily, I messed up. Bad, he says into his phone, voice shaking. I need help. Lily, working her shift at the hospital, frowns. Jake, what's going on? I can't say over the phone. Can you meet me? Unbeknownst to Jake, Samantha is visiting her mom in the same hospital and overhears Lily's side of the conversation. That name, Jake, why does it sound familiar? Samantha mutters, then it hits her. The delivery guy. She immediately calls me. Risen, I think I've got a lead on Jake. Within hours, we're huddled in Detective Rodriguez's office, piecing it all together. So Tom and Vanessa put Jake up to this? Rodriguez confirms, scribbling notes. I nod, feeling sick. Looks like it, but why? Michael squeezes my hand. Money. It's always money with them. Rodriguez leans back. All right, here's what we're going to do. We set up a sting. Use Lily to draw Jake out and hopefully lead us to Malika. My heart races. This could be it. Our chance to bring Malika home. What do you need from us? I ask, ready to do anything. For now, act normal. We don't want to spook them, but be ready to move fast when we give the signal. As we leave the station, I feel a glimmer of hope for the first time in days. We're coming for you, Malika, I whisper. Mommy's coming. The next 24 hours are a blur of preparation. Wiretaps, undercover agents, everything. It feels like something out of a movie, except it's my life, my child at stake. As night falls, we get word. Jake's agreed to meet Lily. This is it, our one shot at bringing Malika home. I squeeze Michael's hand as we wait in a nearby surveillance van. Ready? He asks. I take a deep breath. Ready. Let's get our daughter back. My heart pounds as we watch the scene unfold through grainy surveillance footage. Jake appears, looking nervous, with a bundle in his arms. My baby. I have to stop myself from bursting out of the van. Target in sight, a voice crackles over the radio. Wait for the exchange. Seconds feel like hours. Then Tom shows up. The moment he reaches for Malika, all hell breaks loose. Police. Freeze. It's chaos. Jake tries to run, but Jake doesn't get far. Tom is tackled to the ground, and there, in the middle of it all, is my little girl crying her heart out. I'm out of the van before anyone can stop me. Malika. I scoop her up, sobbing. She's okay, she's really okay. Michael arrives just as they're loading Tom into a squad car. The look he gives his brother could melt steel. How could you? He snarls. Tom just hangs his head in shame. Back at the station, the whole sordid story comes out. Tom and Vanessa, drowning in gambling debts, had cooked up this scheme to ransom Malika. They thought they could solve their money problems and make me look bad in the process, as if I care about my image when my child was in danger. We've got Vanessa in custody too, Detective Rodriguez informs us. Caught her shredding documents, they're going away for a long time. Jake, looking like a kicked puppy, agrees to testify in exchange for a reduced sentence. I can't even look at him. The next few weeks are a blur of court appearances and a media circus, but slowly, life starts to feel normal again. Well, a new normal. Michael and I are closer than ever, and going through this nightmare made us realize what really matters. Family, the good kind. I want to do something, I tell him one night. Help other families who've gone through this. No one should feel as alone as we did. And that's how the Malika Foundation is born. We provide support, resources, and hope to families of kidnapped children. It's not much, but it's a start. 5 years later, we're at our annual charity gala. Malika, now a bubbly 5-year-old, twirls in her party dress. Mommy, look. I'm a princess, she beams. I scoop her up, breathing in her familiar scent. You sure are, baby. Michael joins us, wrapping an arm around my waist. Tom and Vanessa's appeal was denied, he murmurs. They're not getting out anytime soon. I nod, feeling a mix of relief and lingering anger. Jake sent a letter last month asking to meet. I tore it up without reading it. Some bridges stay burned. As I look around the ballroom at all the families we've helped, I feel a sense of peace. We've turned our nightmare into something positive. Malika is safe, we're happy, and life goes on. Ready to give your speech? Michael asks, squeezing my hand. I take a deep breath and nod. It's time to share our story again, to give hope to those still searching. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that love and determination can overcome even the darkest of times. Toxic people, they have no place in our happily ever after. The story has come to an end, but I want to hear from you. If you were in Reason's shoes, could you ever forgive Jake, Tom, or Vanessa for what they did? Or do you believe some actions are truly unforgivable, especially when they involve harming a child? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective matters and could help others who face similar struggles. If this story touched you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more compelling real-life dramas. Your support helps us continue sharing these important stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the family we choose is stronger than the family we're born into.